Hi, I'm Tim McGuire, and this is my story. As time went through and I became into junior high and into high school, I guess I was like too many kids. Church became kind of secondary. I was very involved in sports and loved being involved in, whether it was basketball or baseball or football, and got involved in all those things. And really, as time went, I spent less time at church and more time doing other things. So then, after leaving high school, I was fortunate enough to play basketball in college, and with that, the 4 years of college were about sports, and honestly, church got put on the back burner. And graduate from college and get my first teaching job, and also got married that year, and that was a lot. And jumped right into both of those, and started teaching. And immediately, as I'm teaching, the schedule starts to get full. I'm coaching, I'm teaching. We don't have children yet, but I'm spending my time really away from God. And then 4 years after that, we had our oldest, Sean, followed in the next 5 years with Scotty and Jenna, and the ball really started rolling then, where I had so much coaching and kids' involvement in everything that many things happened. One, we attended church because we knew the kids need to go to church, but there was not that bond. I really had not turned myself over to the Lord. As the kids grew up and Sean went on to college, and Scotty went on to college, my wife and I just drifted apart and ended up separated and divorced. And lo and behold, probably, I'm guessing 6 weeks or 2 months after the separation, I go to the mailbox and I get a card, a letter from Jerry and Kathy Huddleston. It was one of the most powerful things I've ever read in my life. I sat in the front room by myself, probably read it 20 times, and got very emotional each time, because I realized through what they were saying to me that there was an answer. The answer was really close. And I had been, at that point, I was afraid to go to the church. I was afraid of embarrassment. I was afraid I had failed. I had just failed. And after reading what they said to me and the powerful words that they said, it was the beginning. And then a number of months later, two really good friends of ours introduced or asked Sharon and I if we would be willing to go on a non-date. Well, I'm 49 years old, and dating is not really, it's kind of a weird deal. So we did, and God bless them, because from that time on, Sharon and I started seeing each other, but we hadn't been seeing each other really that long when I just said, the relationship cannot go any further unless God becomes the center part of our lives. That we have to have that. And we got involved in a small group led by Alan Mary Beth Slagle, and over 18 years later, we're in the same small group. I felt like I could let my guard down, and I needed to let my guard down. I was at the bottom of the barrel. I needed to just turn my life over to God. I needed Jesus in my life. And sometimes I wonder the path that I took to get to be a Christian. I don't understand why the Lord put me in that position, but there was something that I had to get to the bottom of the barrel. And so, between the people that have touched me spiritually, the people that have touched me professionally, my family, I couldn't ask for more.